Away we go. Hudson and King. Hudson backhands it down. Johnson head down, realising there was a kick there. Well, he didn't get one, but put the head down, went in hard. Always a chance you'll get an early free in this environment. Now the umpire calls for it. Tonight, Rosebery, Meredith and Pinnell.
Steve, interesting decision, isn't it, to play Fisher back on Hall. Fisher normally plays as that half-back floater, but he's going to have the key defensive role tonight.
Hudson got a hand to it. Through the legs of Baker. Oh, well done, Cooney. Gian Siracusa. Goal. Close to the boundary line, flirting with it. Hahn can't reel it in. He was distracted by the boundary line.
Be an interesting game within a game. The Western Bulldogs are so good at their kick-ins. They are the best side at going coast to coast, and obviously we know how good St Kilda are with their all-ground defensive pressure, so it'll be interesting to monitor that throughout the night.
Hayes inside the forward 50. It's 2-on-1 down there. That time the body used by Lake.
You did not. You're supposed to be straight in the back, right?
Steps to the 50. Kick is on its way. That's beautiful. That's serene. I like it. Roughhead got it across to Johnson. Eagleton. Hand pass comes from Addison. Taken by Eagleton. Kicks it inside the forward 50. Coming up is Hayes. Slips it away, Gilbert. Down to a minute to play in this term. Gilbert just gives it away. Gian Siracusa. Hargrave. Nobody is deep. It'll be a squared ball to the middle or a shot at goal. Griffin unloads and kicks a goal. How about that? Still nothing. Mill needs the footy to come back to him. Now he's away. Running inside the forward 50 was Dawson. Went to ground. Slapped it on. Well played. McWalter. Kaczynski. Run down by Gian Siracusa. Loose ball. Gardner. 20 metres out. Lays it off. And the snap goal comes from young Stephen. Jack Stephen gets the goal. This one's working back, not quite the carry. Gardner the big fly, off hands across the line. Tim?
Saw the Saints before setting up that full press, but the Bulldogs are one of the best sides in the competition, actually being able to kick their way through that. They've just got to get the ball in the hands of the right players like Gilbury and Harbrow, as we saw before.
Morris pumps it back in, and they got caught coming out that time, the Saints, and Hahn will get another chance. And turnovers in the back line, you can count them on the scoreboard. Hahn comes in, and this time he's found range. That bit closer to goal. Kicks truly. Judge the hand pass beautifully. Hayes, Ray, King, Jones, Hayes. Now Montagna. McWalter. Montagna runs hard. Kicks it down towards half forward. Oh, that's terrific. Milne gets on the end of it directly in front.
Well, he's in there to start this this quarter, and so is Goddard, and so is Kaczynski. So I think St Kilda know they've got to actually be able to get 7 or 8 goals to have a chance of winning the game. And Milne is one of the ones.
50 metres.
And a 50-metre penalty to make it a certainty.
It's one of the absolute coach killers. The Jimmy Steins run across the man on the mark.
Tom Williams ran right through the mark.
So Milne gets the goal, and I'm sure Jim would rather it be known as the Tom Williams run across the mark.
Joke.
Spoken like a player, right? Yeah. Everett. Sweeping hand pass forward of the play. Gian Siracusa takes something off the kick. Higgins is in front, and he's going to get a free kick over the shoulder. That was clever by Higgins. He played for that. He worked back into Baker, and Baker almost no alternative. This game in danger of breaking open. Back-to-back goals. Higgins runs to the 50. Kick is on its way. That's a beautiful effort. That's why he's so highly regarded. Terrific goal. Harry Hall is not a happy camper in the goal square. gesticulating to his teammates. Now a free kick inside the 50. Not in the ruck contest. On the perimeter against Quilp for holding.
Out, Barron.
I suspect that's trying to stop Roughhead being the third up jumper. And just the little bit of impediment was enough for the umpire.
Just the arm round, the left arm round the back. The umpire had a perfect view of that and got the decision right.
Well, we liked this young man last week on Friday Night Football.
Another foot-long shot.
Jordan Roughhead steps inside the 50. Kick is on its way. Oh, it's in the jeans. Puts it through. Hahn comes to the football. Off hands Ackermanis. Slippery.
Good use.
Grant. Addison, not their best ball user. Back to Grant. That was good. Now he can run at them. Hall is headed back to the square. Lovely kick. The youngster shows them what to do.
Again, centre corridor football. But you sometimes just got to take the punt, don't you? I just think the most of the night they've been dominating the game, the Bulldogs, but they've been a bit afraid to try and go through the middle.
And that's what St Kilda have done over the years. They've instilled that into the opposition side.
Barry's got the goal.
That statistic, Dennis, about the inside 50s and not scoring. St Kilda, if they're going to be a genuine flag threat, are going to have to find avenues towards goal. We all know how fantastic a player Nick Revolt is, but he's not going to be there for the majority of the season. So they need someone to stand up and put some scoreboard pressure on from the effort from the St Kilda midfielders that they're providing them with.
Schneider found a way through, kicks inside the forward 50, 2-on-1. Morris got it on the ground, the one, feisty, dragged down, got out a sweeping hand pass, running up the ground is Armitage, and he's kicked a goal. Long time coming, so important. His own fans on his back, I think. McWalter drops the footy. Kozetzky out of the back pocket. Touch ball, cross. Harbrow, who's been wonderful, didn't take it that time. Ackermanis slides in, did pretty well. He tied up Geary. On his knees there is Clark across to Ray. Ray, high ball, it's 2-on-1. This is a real chance for the Dogs. Taken there by Morris. Tries to get it back over his shoulder to Hahn and succeeded. Hahn goes short to Williams. Oh, terrible fumble. McWalter inside the forward 50 to Milne. Milne along the ground. Gets it to go through. Look at the celebration. Stevie Milne. Just imagine if Jeff Plummer did that. He celebrated that way. They fixed the leak. Boundary throw in. Hudson knocks it down. Everett tied up immediately, and the umpire will do it again.
Get him free. Don't lock him.
Bounce inside the forward 50. Got to be careful in here. Griffin over the football. The 4-1 Saints and the 3-2 Bulldogs in the last 3 minutes on Friday Night Football.
I think we saw a roll that Rodney Eade was a bit uptight at three-quarter time, even though you were 15 points in front. Certainly not a match-winning lead.
Hudson, Schneider, Fisher, an unlikely goal scorer. He puts them in front. Sam Fisher.
Brian Lake's gone forward for the Dogs. He might be the man most likely to take a strong contested mark.
Still, and that's partly because St Kilda have just got all medium sizes in their forward line. They've gone small.
Still plenty of time. Hudson at the ruck. Cross to Everett. Interesting. Del Santo. That ball's not coming out. Clock stops at 1:56. This would be a crushing defeat for the Bulldogs. And what about these gritty Saints? In goes Cross. Releases Higgins. Feigns a hand pass. As a result, Hall was well into his lead. Harbrow's got the football. Hand passes towards half forward. Run down was Goddard. Comes towards McWalter. Putting the pressure on Hargrave. This will do the Saints. Rolls out the back. Clark on his knees. Montagna kicks it down towards half forward. Here comes Milne. Step to step was Morris. Picked up by Gilby. Flips it over the top. Magic there from Cooney. Not a good kick though. It's all Saints around the football. Taken by Gilbert. Del Santo. Just over a minute now. McWalter. And they better man up. These Bulldogs better find the player and quickly. He's not looking forward. Back is the new forward. Clark.
Hit the nail on the head, Dennis. It's up to the Western Bulldogs to find a man. They've just got to orchestrate a turnover here.
And they have now. They've got one-on-one. You'll have to kick it down the line.
Schneider, 49 seconds to go. Hayes was up. Well done, McWalter. Montagna falling to the ground. Hudson couldn't complete the mark. Goes after the footy, precariously close to the boundary. It's out now. Clock stops at 35.
You get the feeling that was their best chance there. If Hudson could have taken the ball cleanly and brought the ball back round the back to get it in the Dogs' hands, but it looks unlikely from here.
36 minutes since the last Dogs goal. They're down to 35 seconds now. Eagleton tried to force it forward. Gwilt with courage stopped the football. He's still got it in there. And the umpire decides to ball it up at 23 seconds.
And Sam Gilbert is spare back now for St Kilda. His opponent has to get into space, get right out into space, out around centre forward, front of the centre square, see if the ball can just come through there.
Trying to punch it forward, Griffin. In goes Cooney, Montagna, Hayes. They need clean ball. The Dogs, and they're not going to get it. That's the match. McWalter takes the mark. Just the short one across to Lenny Hayes. You can't say too much about this victory. Wonderful for St Kilda. Just fantastic. Where there's a will,